What's up? Welcome back to Don V Fridays. I ain't gonna hold y'all for a long time. We gonna talk about this crazy week in the NFL. We got the news that Zeke Elliott, almost, I guess, effective immediately. He is suspended for 6 games. I guess the federales came through and was like, nah, brother, you gonna have to serve that. I don't know what to think. I mean, if I'm Zeke and I know that I'm innocent, like if he didn't do what he's accused of, like abusing a woman, you got to fight that. You got to take that to the highest court. You got to do what you got to do to defend yourself. I mean, that's your reputation on the line. And we're in a we're in a time where, people, like back in the day, you can kind of like abuse women and, people just like cheered you regardless. But now, and it's good. It's a good thing that we hold people to higher standards. And don't get me wrong, like, not being a woman beater doesn't make you fucking, like Martin Luther King or something, but we're getting better as a society as far as, you're a piece of shit woman beater. You shouldn't be making money. We're getting better at that shit, So if he didn't do it, that's your reputation, man. Because listen, man, we respecting women in 2018, bro. So we respect women in 2018. 2017, we respecting women, man. You know what I'm saying? All y'all niggas out there living in 1972, KO ass back in 1972. We respecting women right here, man. Ain't no more woman beaters flourishing in 2017, 2018, man. We getting them niggas out the paint. So Zeke, my boy, if you didn't do it, man, go clear your name, man. Fight that shit up to the Supreme Court. That's what you got to do. Now let me tell you something. If you did do it, you a fucking dickhead. You know why you a dickhead? Because you would go through all this trouble to protect the lie. Bruh. If you did do this, like you a dickhead and a woman beater. Like you need to lose more than 6 games salary, my boy. You need to sit the fuck down for the rest of the season, my boy. Cause that's some bullshit. If you did it. If you didn't do it, hey, fight that shit. Don't let the man get you down. You already got one man that got you down. Yeah, man, I'm gonna talk about this nigga Jerry Jones, man. Jerry, listen to me, my boy. You kind of fucked your team. Like, you fucked your team on this thing by taking that hard line stance that basically y'all gonna stand for the national anthem or you won't play. Now, that told me one or two things about Jerry Jones or the Cowboys. One, Jerry Jones ain't nobody gonna call his bluff, because if a nigga like me was on the team, I'd have pulled his card right on the spot. I'd have pulled his fucking card. Especially if I was Zeke or Dez or Dak or Witten or one of the, quote unquote, like untouchable guys on the team, I'd have pulled his card right there in the office or in the room. As soon as we had a meeting, I'd have pulled his card. You sitting me? I doubt it, But either Jerry thinks that, he got his boys like that and they gonna shape up, or maybe he bought that life and maybe, maybe he will suspend. Maybe he really stands on that flag that much, But he painted his team in a fucked up position because Twitter, they play the 49ers next week. I believe they're on a bye week this week. But you talk about two opposing sidelines, because I'm a 49ers fan, and I think out of most things, I mean, the protest originally started with Colin Kaepernick of the 49ers. Like, 49ers is a protesting ass team. Like, Eric Reed is still on the team, and we have probably the most players protest, weekly. A lot of people did it that one week with the kneeling and the locked arms and shit, but no. The 49ers are still like a lot of cats kneeling. Some outright sitting, depends week to week. It be changing. Some do the fist and all that. Nobody protests more than 49ers. So Just get a look, you know what I'm saying, when they play that game, you know they're gonna show the national anthem on TV. Or they gonna give you a recap of what happened. But if you gonna see all them 49ers kneeling, sitting, fisting, and all that, I said fisting and that came out kind of wrong, but y'all know what I meant. And all them 40 and all them Cowboys fans standing up, hand over their heart, man, Twitter gonna have a field day with them boys, man. They gonna be like, man, these coon ass, man, you already know how Twitter gonna get down. And to a certain extent, I mean, bruh, if Jerry Jones gonna basically flex, like, listen, this is what you gonna do. You gonna pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and you gonna have your hand over your heart, and you gonna let a grown man who probably 185 years old basically make you do some shit. Boy, Twitter gonna eat their ass up, bro. Somebody gonna have to pull Jerry card. It ain't gonna be Dez. Dez, he's approving. I'm not really trying to offend nobody, you know. It ain't gonna be Dez. It ain't gonna be Zeke. Zeke, you can't do it. Nah, brother, you in too much hot water. Dak can't do it. He the quarterback. Jason Witten will not do it. I think he, you know, he is as American as they come. So it's gonna have to be like a mid-tier nigga, somebody that they need. It's gonna have to be like Sean Lee or somebody. It's gonna have to be somebody like important, but like it can't be Dez, Dak, Zeke, or Witten because Dez won't, Zeke can't, Dak can't, and Witten won't. So it's gonna have to come down to like a Sean Lee or like a DeMarcus Lawrence, like somebody important. But probably not like one of the elite players on the team. Somebody just important enough for Jerry be like, you know, I can't suspend your bitch ass, but I wait till next season though. I'm gonna cut the fuck out your ass though. So that's what it's gonna come down to, man. But like I said, man, as far as the, I've done too many topics on this national anthem thing. I've spoken on this ad nauseum. Like I'm like exhausted talking about the national anthem, talking about protests. Like I'm kind of over it, honestly. People still don't get it, or they don't want to get it. Like now, we're just talking in circles about the shit, you know. So if any Cowboys decide to do it, I mean, hey, God bless them, because now, you know what I'm saying? Because now the NFL is starting to take that stance, like you cannot. I'm about to say you cannot not. That's a double negative. But you can't disrespect the flag, disrespect the anthem and all that. They're trying to make that in writing in the rule book. You don't even have to stand for the fucking Pledge of Allegiance at school. But now they're trying to make it that, you know, NFL players have to, you know, which is crazy because, you know, we all come from different religions, backgrounds, things of that nature. And I don't know. It's something that's always, even when I was in school, I didn't say the Pledge of Allegiance for various reasons, not just because, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people think you just lazy if you don't say it, but everybody has different reasons for why they do it. Everybody has a reason for why they do and do not do a thing, you know, stuff. So, but we're in a country where you don't require kids to say the Pledge of Allegiance, but we're trying to require people to, you know, honor the national anthem and stand for it and all that shit. And, you know, a lot of the shit that America stands for, it's kind of like it's not like a give and give. It's kind of a give-take relationship. You want niggas to do this, but they feel a certain type of way. But like I said, I talked about that shit enough. Last but not least, my boy from the Dolphins, the offensive line coach, tooting up on camera. What you doing, my boy? What you doing, man? Man, you gotta cut that shit out, my boy. You can't be out here. And not only was he tooting up on camera, but I mean, my dude, you was sending the video to a stripper named Kiwana. Man, I mean, as they say, when in Miami, I guess you do as Miamians do. Man, this nigga was wilding, man. I mean, like one of my favorite podcasters, Dragonfly Jones said. He said, man, he did everything conceivable to fuck his life up. Like, you're not supposed to do drugs, and you're not supposed to be high at work. He did the drugs at work, and you're not supposed to record yourself. Why he recorded himself at work doing the drugs, sending the shit to a stripper while he murdered. He took every step to fuck his life up. Yo, I commend him. Yo, when you reach that level of savage, you know, I gotta take my hat off. But I mean, let me on a more serious note. And I know we've been cracking jokes about it, but honestly, I think if he was on pills, if these was opiates, I don't even think he would have had to resign. We would have threw an arm around him, and we would have made it a more sympathetic story. But being that it's cocaine, it's funny. I mean, yeah, and I just crack jokes about this shit too. But if it was pills, we really would have made it sad. Like when Jim Irsay got caught with all them pills, it was sad. He has a problem. He needs to go. Miami Dolphins offensive line coach does, cocaine off a desk, and he's, it's like the laughing stock of the league and shit. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. We just do not look at opiates and pills the same way we look at cocaine or other drugs. It just is what it is. I guess it's just one of them double standards. I guess more people do pills than, blow, so they can relate. I don't know. Y'all tell me below, but it seems like when it comes to people doing drugs, we'll make any joke out of a cocaine addict. But they're doing pills or like opiates, oxys and shit, we quickly turn that shit sad. Like Tiger Woods had a DUI and people thought it was for alcohol. And it was he's fucking irresponsible. Then they found out it was like Xans and shit, and it was he got a back injury. Like shit, he was still fucked up. But I guess more people can relate to doing Xans than, But whatever, man. Like I said, I wasn't going to hold y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know that I didn't die. But, that's it, man. Don V Fridays, man. I'm going to get back at y'all next week with a mid-season wrap-up. Love your family. God bless.